Okay, we're just finishing now this short series of videos on other codes. If we look at this text of San Martín de Centellas again, if we look in the editar código, we'll see that there is, we've probably seen it already, these curly brackets at the beginning and here at the end. This is a template, and a template is a way of introducing standard text or formatted text into a wiki page, and the ref list that we saw before is also, this is a template for the presentation of references, and this one, which is also the citation of a title, is also the beginning of a template. So templates are very powerful, and they create the good look that we have, as well as other interesting effects in wiki pages. Now the templates will be different in different languages, and in Catalan and Spanish they might be called plantilla, for example. So if I looked here, for example, that's the name of that template. If I looked it up in the Wikipedia, I could look here for plantilla and then the name, and here you can see, here it is, plantilla, feature de localidad de España. So, and this is the page that describes the whole way that that works. And if you've got enough experience in the Wikipedia, you can even make your own templates. Templates are just like other pages, but they have a slightly more sophisticated language and structure, but then they can be used in other pages. Templates are also used for creating what we could call boilerplate messages. If we look at the San Martín de Centellas again, if we have a look at that page, if we look at the article, I'm not sure if there is one here. No, there isn't. But if I go to another page, yes, for example, the same page in English, in the English Wikipedia, I think this is called in Catalan San Martín de Centellas. If we look at that page, you can see that well, I've got too many centellas there. Let's just get rid of the extra ones, and now you can see that this page exists, but it's what's called a stub, and there's this text at the beginning, and this text at the beginning is made from a template as well. Let's have a look. If we look at edit source, you can see that this is the template, which suggests that we look at the Catalan Wikipedia to translate this text into English and expand this entry. So, and here you can see the template for the information box in the English Wikipedia, which is what gives us this this box here on the right. So that's all I want to say about templates. There are thousands of templates, and they're very powerful, and you can see how they're used either by consulting the template page or by seeing where it's used on another page and just copying bits of it, copying the way that the text is filled in. And a couple of other things I want to say. If you go down to the bottom of the page, you'll see usually that a page is in categories, and you can see here in the English Wikipedia this page is in 4 categories. Now categories, if we go to the category page, you'll see that categories are pages that have lists of other subcategories or other pages. In this case, these are all villages and towns in Osona, and this is a way of giving structure to the Wikipedia. It means that you can go from a page to other pages about similar things very quickly and easily. But category pages the citing of category pages is done manually. So if we went into this wiki here and we edited it, then you'll see at the bottom the categories, how they are put there. Here they are, the categories, these ones here, and this one is a template that makes a default kind of categories, I think, and these are the other two categories, and these categories are added manually by the editor. So you can see that the structure they have: category followed by colon. In Spanish and Catalan it might be categoría. You need to check that in the pages. And the other thing that's quite interesting to look at, and this is the last thing we're going to look at, I think, is the languages. If you look at the languages, you should find that the languages are also put manually. Let's go back to the article a second. And if you look here, you can see that there are language links here. All of these languages that are about San Martín de Centellas in different languages, in different Wikipedias. So let's see where those language codes come from. If I go to Edit Source, I should find somewhere on this page a list of language links. I can't see that. Let's see if it's here. Language settings. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm just going to pause the video a second while I look for that. Okay, well, I've looked that up. The language links are no longer normally kept on the wiki page. They're kept in a separate database which is called Wikidata, and I've just looked up San Martín de Centellas there, and you can see that it's got a lot of data about San Martín de Centellas, and the wiki page is linked to this item, and here it has all the language items. So you don't need to worry about that. But if you add a new page in a different language, then you could add it at the bottom of the entry here, and that would be fine, and then that would appear on the appropriate wiki pages without needing to be added manually to each page. So that's how language links to other Wikipedias are being handled nowadays. And I think that's enough, so I'll leave it there.